Dear students, I'd like to tell you something about concept of use of negative words in your story, right? There are many times when a person tends to, paint the story in negative colors. That there was a person who was very nervous. They so that there's a person who was very confused. There was a person who was crying and very very sad. Okay, if the central character is so, then it is very very bad. But even if it is the other, why are you trying to unnecessarily use negative words? For example, using hard words like stress, tension, depression. What are these? These are negative words. That means it is rich in your mind. And if it is rich in your mind, then it is there in your mind. Too much there in your mind, too much in your perception means it is your thought process. So again, you will fall into the trap of being a negative person and a pessimistic person. So using negative words in your story to define the story, to describe the story or to describe the situation is harmful. It's going to be harmful for you, it is going to be harmful for your evaluation, and it is certainly going to be expression of your kind of thought process, what you really think. So if you really want to think, if you really think positive, these words will never come in your mind. It's natural. And a psychologist can also understand that, and you also can understand it. So when you can understand that these negative words are basically a reflection of my own thought, then automatically why are you using it in the stories? If you're using it, if you're elaborating on the picture, trying to show that, oh my God, it was this, it was that, it was too much, and you're using those negative words, then those negative words can be taken as your problem. Is it clear? So please be very careful about this, and I'm sure you will understand it. I would like to certainly elaborate with an example or two, but I hope this concept is clear to you, right? Now, when we talk about an example, we basically will find what? We basically will find that there are some people who, while they're imagining a situation, wherever they're doing it, they will find that, unnecessary, use of negative words automatically will give the cue to the interviewer or to the psychologist or an understanding of the kind of person you are, and then you will run into unnecessary trouble of explaining why you use it. After all, if I'm using a word, it is there in my mind, so it is also there in my thoughts, and if it is there in my thoughts, then it is also going to come up in my psychology. So automatically negative words can be very very detrimental for your evaluation. So please try to understand this, that you've got to be very easy with your words, the simple words you use. There's no reason why you should unnecessarily, multiply it. It is again the way, as I have told you, unnecessary negative perception. But then sometimes few slips of negative words can also be harmful to you. So when you write a story, please reevaluate your stories by your own self and check out what is the final impression coming. I'm sure you will be able to do better and stronger. Of course, evaluation concepts and the psychologist help will always be there, but self-evaluation can also open your eyes and make you more confident of whatever you're writing. So please understand the negative words are harmful for you, and you should remember this, not to use it unnecessarily. Is it clear? I'm sure it must be clear. Thank you very much for understanding this. Thank you. Jane.